itzTitan here once again, and the Vesper is back, baby. I'm so happy to make this video because after like a month or so I was finally able to play with this gun again, and all thanks for the new update that we have in Black Ops 3. Now, if you don't know already, there was another huge update that just came out, and I can pretty much say that almost every single gun got buffed and nerfed at the same time, of course, but more of them got buffed than nerfed really. The Shiva also got some great buff where rapid fire actually makes the gun fire slightly faster, and it is actually noticeable now and usable too. There are also attachments, buffs to such as the laser sight attachment, which now is much more effective when hip firing your gun, and that is also why you see me running around with the laser sight on my Vesper. And I gotta say, I found myself hip firing more times than before, since, you know, it is way more reliable. Some of the score tricks also got buffed, and you see me run of them in this video, which is the Rolling Thunder, and it got faster deploy speed, which means as soon as you call it in, it will be ready to drop bombs on people's heads, and it is much more effective now and got me a couple of kills in this gameplay. But the topic of today is one of my favorite gun that just got back in the game, which is the Vesper. It got buffed again to the point where the recoil became controllable again, which is amazing. And let me just quickly show you a screenshot up on the screen, and let's go through some of these changes together. So the first one that you are seeing is removed speed reduction while firing. Now, I heard that this was an issue with other SMGs too, such as the Weevil and the VMP, and this just means that when you were firing your weapon or ADSing with it, your movement speed was somewhat slower than it was supposed to be. So now when you're firing your weapon, you're walking at the same speed as if you would walk normally, so that is a good thing. The next buff that we have is increased ADS speed. Now this means that when you are aiming down the sights with the Vesper, you will be moving much more quicker, which again will mean that you will be somewhat harder to hit, and it will be harder for other people to track you with their aim, except people who are using controllers on PC and have a perfect tracking all the time. Yeah, but that's a topic for a different video. Now also, towards the end of the video, I changed up one of my attachments to stock, and oh boy, I gotta say, it was hilarious. My ADS movement speed was pretty much godlike with the Vesper, and I was noticeably harder to hit. Now the next buff that we got is increased sprint recovery speed. Now this just means that after sprinting you will be able to fire your weapon somewhat faster than before. I haven't tried using gung-ho, but I can already imagine the effect this would give you, and I am actually planning on making an OP class setup for the Vesper now, because it's actually godlike again. The last buff, which is one of my favorite ones and the one that we needed really bad, is increased ability to control recoil. Now this should be straightforward, but the recoil is nowhere to being as bad as it was after the nerf, and now it is actually controllable, even on medium to longer ranges. On longer ranges, tap firing also works again, and the gun can be controlled way easier than before. Of course, it still has recoil like it had in the good old times, but that can be controlled, or the recoil pattern can be learned with practice. And even in this video or gameplay, I was using grip, so that kind of helped me out a lot. So overall, I am really enjoying getting back the good old Vesper, since it is such a good feeling to use it again. And every game that I played with, I went above 50 kills, and even in this game, I finished almost with 70 kills, I believe. Of course, I got reps too, and from that I just remembered that the reps also got buffed. They have a faster rolling speed, and somewhat more reps are being deployed from the ship as well. Now also, all the LMGs got buffed as well, and to be honest, all the LMGs were kind of great already in the game, but now I need to try them out again, since a lot of them got more fire rate and hip fire accuracy, which will make them even better. The BRM, for example, also got recoil stability, which might mean that there will be almost no recoil at all on that gun, since it was pretty easy to use before the patch as well. Also, the specialists also got their nerfs and buffs, but the more interesting one is Outrider's buff, since now players are able to shoot their arrows somewhat faster, since the ADS speed got increased and the ammo count also got bumped from 8 up to 10, which is also good. But this was today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and also if you did, don't forget to drop a like and also subscribe to my channel if you are new for more Black Ops 3 content. We are gaining subscribers on a faster rate, and that makes me really happy. I am glad that you guys enjoy the content that I've been putting out there, and I will be thanking that with the montage that I am working on. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an amazing day, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.